Hey guys, welcome back to the Culinary Compound. Today's recipe, I'm going to be doing some beef ribs and some pork ribs out on my new Oklahoma Joe smoker outside. Pretty excited about it. But once the ribs are done, we're actually going to pull the meat and we're going to build some really big dynamite rib sandwiches, man. We're going to make a homemade coleslaw. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I'm going to walk you through all the steps. It's going to be short, sweet, simple. Going to be a good recipe. It's going to be a good day. Before I kick this recipe off, I want to give a big shout out to my good buddy Justin Waters and his family. The Waters family has been making this vinegar-based sauce for about 50 years now. They started here locally in Beach Island, South Carolina, and they've recently relocated. They're making it in Aiken, South Carolina right now. Like I said, it's a vinegar-based sauce, and it is thebomb.com. It's awesome. This is a really good sauce. I've used it a bunch. I told him I'd incorporate it into a bunch of my recipes. So if you guys subscribe to my channel and you're following my recipes, you're going to see this sauce come up a lot because I love it. I got a lot of plans to use this sauce in the future. So anyway, go to their website. I'm going to put it right up here. And order some sauce from them. They'll ship it to you. But if you're local, send them an email. You can swing by and pick some up. But this is a really good recipe. It's called The Sauce. And I'll also put their website in the description of the video as well. So whenever you guys get done watching, just click on it, check out their website. They got t-shirts, all kind of cool stuff. Now this is the original, and they also have a spicy. The spicy is real good too, but I'm not going to use that one today. I'm using the original. But anyway, The Sauce, the Waters family. Alright guys, so basically I've got the beef ribs right here. I'll try to speak loudly, it's a little windy out here. Beef ribs, pork ribs, alright? Got the chimney fired up on the Weber, but like I said, we're just getting the coals going. We're not cooking on the Weber today. We're going to put it on the Oklahoma Joe. So basically, for the beef ribs, I'm just using a basic grill meats beef rub. Buy it at Sam's in bulk, the big guy like this. Walmart, man, wherever, buy low. So beef rub on the beef ribs, and then I'm actually going to put some Grill Mates Applewood rub on the pork ribs. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to coat them all with a little olive oil and then generously rub that rub on there. A little olive oil. Alright. Kind of generous. You want that good bark. Want to use a lot of rub. You get that good bark on the outside. Now olive oil serves as a binder. It's kind of like the glue that holds the rub on. Like Myron Mixon says, leave that mustard for the hot dogs. Don't put mustard on it. Throw that olive oil. Leave that mustard for the hot dogs. More olive oil on the backside, more rub. Mop it all up. Alright, and that's the beef ribs. And like I said, applewood rub for the pork ribs. I know I'm making a mess on the table, but I'll clean it up, no big deal, trying to hurry. Alright, flip them over, olive oil, more applewood rub. Wind's kind of blowing it everywhere, but like I said, that's alright. Gonna clean up. Alright. Once them coals are ready, I'm gonna put it in the firebox. Got that going. We're actually gonna relocate those coals over here to the firebox. I've got some unlit coals in there. Then we're gonna throw in some smoked hickory, and we're just gonna, like I said, we're gonna fire up the Oklahoma Joe today. So stick around, guys. We'll be putting these ribs on here pretty soon. Alright, thanks. Alright guys, coals have a few more minutes, but not too much longer. So we're almost ready to start preheating the Oklahoma Joe. Basically what I got here is a mixture of, well, it's basically water with just a splash of ACV, so apple cider vinegar. And basically I'm just going to put that in the water pan. And that's just going to keep moisture inside of the smoker the whole cook, throughout the whole cook. And it's going to also aid in temperature regulation. So like I said, just a little apple cider vinegar, some water, and that's going to go on that side of the cooker. So, and we're almost there, just still waiting on the coals. And just to let you guys know what we got going on right here is some soaked hickory chunks. Been soaking overnight. I'm gonna throw that on top of the coals. Incorporate some good smoke flavor in them ribs. Alright, we got the coals in the firebox. We're gonna shut it down, adjust the bottom damper, and we're gonna start preheating it. We want to try to get it around 225, 250, maybe 275, but that's ideal smoking temps. So let's shut it down and watch our temp. Alright guys, I preheated it. Threw the wood chunks in there, the soaked hickory. We got smoke rolling out that joker. Yes sir. Got the ribs on. And looks like we are stabilized. What's that? 230 maybe, 235. Anyway, that's smoking temperature right there. So, hey guys, welcome back. I got the ribs on the smoker, as you can see. So now we got plenty of time. That's gonna roll for a few hours, man. So now we got plenty of time to start building this homemade coleslaw. It's very simple to do, not a lot of ingredients, and here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some carrots and a little cheese grater of some sort, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna grate these carrots down. A red onion, the squeeze of 1 lime, green and red cabbage, celery seed, sugar, salt, and pepper. And a little splash of apple cider vinegar and some Duke's mayonnaise. Now this is all you need to make the dressing for the coleslaw. This is all you need. So you guys stick around. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start chopping down these veggies real fine, and when we come back I'll show you how to build the dressing for the coleslaw, and we'll put it all together. All right, you guys stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. Basically what we did right here is we chopped all the veggies up. We've got our green cabbage, our red cabbage. We chopped the red onion up. You could use a sweet vide onion, whatever onion. We already had red incorporated into the coleslaw as far as color is concerned, but you know, you can use whatever onion you like. And then we shredded the carrots, and basically what we're going to do now is going to add it all to a bowl. Bring this closer. Carrots. And some red cabbage. Make a little mess, but that's all right. A little bit of that red onion. All right. Some more of that cabbage. Alright, so basically that's all of our veggies in there. Alright, give it just a little toss, but once we make the dressing we're going to toss it up again. Alright, so let's go ahead and make the dressing. Basically, we're going to start out with some Duke's mayonnaise. Put a good bit of that in there. Alright. We'll start off with that. That might be a cup, give or take. We'll try it. We'll start off with that. If we had to add more, we will. But like I said, that's what we're going to do now. All right. Want to do salt and pepper. This is pepper. Good generous amount in there. All right. Salt. Sugar. Give that sweet taste. Celery seed, apple cider vinegar, splash that in there a little bit, and the squeeze of 1 lime. Yeah. Good stuff right there. And you know, there's a lot of different ways to make coleslaw. Some people don't do the onions, some people do. Some people make their different dressings. But this is just a basic, quick and easy Southern style coleslaw. Basically, I got a little glove on. We're going to toss all that around. Get it from the bottom, get that mayonnaise incorporated through it all. You can really see those seasonings pop. Colors are starting to pop. You know, I'm gonna give it a good mixing, good thorough mixing. I might have to add a little more mayonnaise, I'm not sure. I'll have to let it sit for a little while and look at it. But essentially it's gonna go behind me in the cooler here in a few minutes. I'm gonna put it in the cooler and it's gonna sit for a couple hours, cooling, marinating, while the ribs are smoking. But anyway, that's your basic southern coleslaw. And here we go. And that's pretty much done. I'm gonna cap it. Like I said, put it in the cooler. And when we come back, give you an update on the ribs. I haven't looked at them yet, but you know, we will here in a couple hours. So anyway, you guys stick around. We're making some really dynamite rib sandwiches tonight. All right. All right, guys. So we're at the 3-hour mark. We'll pop the lid, check them out. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. I probably need to add some more of my apple cider, my water, apple cider vinegar and water into the moisture pan. But we're gonna take them off and we're gonna wrap them in foil with butter, honey, and brown sugar. So here we go. We're gonna take them off. I'll tell you what, I'll lay down my foil first. Gonna do just get some tin foil, lay it down. We'll do the beef ribs first. Put it in like that. Alright. Just gonna set that in like that. And like I said, we're just going to put butter, brown sugar, and honey. Cover it up, put them back on the smoker. So, good bit of butter, set it on top, like so. Alright, a little honey. Gonna help caramelize it. Basically, that's what it does. It'll help caramelize those ribs. Good bit of honey. Alright, then we're going to come through with some brown sugar. Pop this open. And we're just going to come through, sprinkle it on top. Like that. It's alright. I'm going to be generous with it anyway. Put on a good bit. And we're going to wrap it up. A little windy out here, so wrap it up like so. Fold it over. Like that. Give it a good, ain't got to be pretty. Just wrap it up, going back on. Now for the pork ribs, same thing. Butter, brown sugar, honey. And these are individually cut already, so it'll be a lot easier to do. Alright. Got some good color on it though. That hickory smoke's really helping out. And again, butter. Bit of it. Trying to do it in a hurry since the grill's open. Good bit of that all across. Brown sugar. Right, yeah, man. Like candy, man. Just gonna come out like candy. And a good portion of honey. All the way across. And like I said, this is an easy technique. A lot of people call it the 3-2-1 method. Some people call it the Texas cheat method. It's 3 hours on the smoke, 2 hours in the foil, and then 1 hour out of the foil, back on the smoke, just to tighten up. Well, the Texas cheat or the 3-2-1 method. We'll wrap them up and get them back on. That. Over. Next thing, gotta be pretty. And back on. There you have it, guys. Got the beef ribs, pork ribs back on. We're gonna got some more water in the water pan to keep that moisture, help regulate that temperature. We're gonna shut it back down. It's gonna go for 2 hours. That 3-2-1 method I was just mentioned. It's gonna be, we're at the 2 hour cook now. So we've already did 3 hours on the smoke. Wrap it up. We're gonna cook it for 2 hours. And then at the end of that 2 hours, stick around. When we come back, we'll take it out the full and cook it another hour. So you guys stick around. We're almost done with these ribs. Thanks. Okay, guys, y'all remember that 3-2-1 method we discussed earlier? The 2 hours on the foil, we are complete. It's now 5 o'clock. We're gonna take them out, unwrap them, and put them back on for the last hour of the cook without foil. So here we go. Grab it with a little rag, bring it over, and we'll just do them one at a time like we did last time. These are the pork ribs, so it's gonna be hot but quick with it. You can really see, you can smell that flavor coming out, and they've been sitting in that honey, that brown sugar, that butter. A lot of flavor going on in these pork ribs. So basically I'm just going one at a time, put them back on their original positions. If you hear any noise in the background, it's the kids, so don't worry. Have a big old cookout out here tonight. But man, if y'all could smell this through the phone, that would be awesome. Man. Right, alright, pork ribs. Pork ribs back down. Tinfoil out. Just gonna dump that over there. Get rid of this for now. Moving on to beef ribs. Mike. Beef ribs. Alright. Unwrap. And just gonna take it out. Beef ribs looking good. Nice color, good smell. Going back on the smoker. Alright, and there you have it. Come and pan around, look at it. Alright, so basically we got them back on. Yet again, gonna add more water to the water pan. Might add a little bit more coals, but they're gonna tighten up just like that for about an hour. And hopefully after about an hour, usually what'll happen is they'll draw back off that bone. That's what we're shooting for. But we're gonna shut it back down and go for another hour. Okay, you guys stick around. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, guys, on the warming plate on the Oklahoma Joe, we got a pot of beans. It's just two large cans of Bush's baked beans. But I added some fresh garlic, some honey, some brown sugar, salt and pepper, just a touch of molasses. Let's see. Oh, and I chopped up some of that leftover red onion we had from the coleslaw, so I dumped that in there. And it's just sitting here simmering on this warming plate on the Oklahoma Joe. Now, it looks like we're kind of running out of daylight, so we might be building some rib sandwiches in the dark, semi-dark. We might have to set up a spotlight. But we're trying to beat the clock. The ribs are going. They're looking good. They're smelling good. But we'll see what happens, man. We're almost done, though, okay? You guys stick around. Alright guys, we just pulled the ribs off. These are the beef. Basically we're going to let it rest for a few minutes. And then I'm going to actually slice a couple and pull the meat. What we're going to do is we're going to pull the meat, set it in these Tupperware right here, and then stick around when we come back. We're going to be building the sandwiches, alright? And then the pork ribs we're going to do the same thing with the pork ribs. Alright, so stay tuned. Thanks. That's fine. Alright guys, so we ran out of daylight. Unfortunately, yet again, and it's starting to rain, so we're going to build this sandwich real quick. What we do is we have the cast iron skillet on the firebox, and I'm basically just going to take a big scoop, big handful of this pork. This is the pork rib. And we're just going to right there on the cast iron skillet, okay? We're going to drizzle a little of that barbecue sauce on it. Got a good sizzle going on. Alright, you hear that sizzle? Hang tight. Alright, got a good sizzle. Heating it up on that skillet. Alright, and basically what we're going to do now, scoop it, come up to the bun. What I'm using today is Kaiser rolls. Kaiser rolls. You can use onion rolls, sesame seed buns, whatever you want. Alright, and we're going to take our homemade coleslaw, remember we had? Smash a good scoop of that on top. Alright, and top bun. And there you have it. Pork rib sandwich. We'll do the beef the same way. Go down close. And there you have it. And actually I can split it in half. And there you go. Your coleslaw in there, your rib meat, Kaiser roll. And that's your rib sandwich, guys. Thanks for watching. It's raining on us now. Party foul, but I hope you enjoyed. It's an easy recipe. Maybe next time we won't run out of daylight and our presentation will be a little better. But I promise you these rib sandwiches are going to be off the chain. Thanks for watching. Come back to the compound for the next video. Take care.